It's easy to look back at all of these goals and chuckle a little bit. While I have kept some principles in mind over the last couple of months, I haven't been nearly as consistent as I wanted to be. I've gained weight because, frankly, I didn't work out for several weeks, although I did try to get into running, but mostly as an excuse to just do something and get out of the house for a little. It didn't stick. I haven't eaten as healthy as I'd like, however, I do have a newfound love of brown sugar toast. I've spent far too much time on Twitter, and if I wanted to, I could probably write an entire essay just about the bad habits I've started. On the flip side, I could also look at the positives. I've become pretty adept in the kitchen, making things I never thought I'd make and giving my grill a good workout in the process. My wife and I have learned, through much difficulty, how to take care of our 2-month-old son pretty much on our own. I've been able to carve out a living as a freelance writer in what many would describe as one of the most difficult times for freelancers. And I finished reading a book that I've been working my way through for 2 years. But do you want to know what I'm most proud of during this time? And this is truly something I think everyone needs to focus on as we look forward to a completely uncertain future. I'm proud of the fact that I gave myself enough grace to get back up on the horse after falling off several times. I wrote a piece about Robin Sharma's 5 a.m. club last year, and when I was talking to Sharma about waking up that early every day, I asked him if he ever overslept. Here's a guy who has been waking up at 5 a.m. every morning for decades. He's written a book encouraging people to do the same. If anyone could never have an off day, it's Sharma. But his answer surprised and encouraged me. I slip all the time, he said. I think most people do. Each day is simply about fighting the disruptive currents and getting back on track. There sure are a lot of disruptive currents in our daily lives, not just while we're stuck at home, that pull us away from our goals. But that's where it's so vital to give yourself grace. For me, I had to apply that grace when it came to physical fitness. I've never been a workout fiend, but I stayed in decent shape before the baby and the stay-at-home orders. Weekly indoor soccer games combined with a gym membership that I used a couple of times a week kept me from gaining too much weight. But when all of that was stripped away, I just couldn't motivate myself to work out at home. And 1 or 2 days of laziness started spiraling into 2 or 3 weeks, until I finally looked at myself and realized that I wouldn't be able to just flip a switch and get back to where I was before all of this started. I didn't change my ways immediately. It still took a few days and a group of friends who could keep me accountable. With their support, and their own admissions that they were in the same boat, I paid for a membership for some online workout programs. I found one that would suit my goals and I started. One thing the trainer says all the time is, do your best and forget the rest. At first, my best was not very good. I was barely able to finish the first workout, and this was the beginner level. My friends agreed, they were just as exhausted as I was. Having other people going through the same thing was encouraging, and even though the weight I gained didn't magically fall off, I felt so much better about myself. Those weeks of inactivity didn't matter anymore because I had just finished a week of consistent workouts. Will there be days I don't do the workouts? Certainly, but instead of spiraling back down into a pattern of laziness, I have to forgive myself for that one day and start again the next. If you like the video, please like the video and also subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.